Hi, this is Mike with Karcheckz. I'm here at this 2017 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. And I'm doing a pre-purchase inspection here, so as I walk around the vehicle, I'll point out some things I notice. And thanks for watching. Alright, moving along the front of the vehicle here, I'm noticing this to be a very nice metallic finish. And I'm going to move around here on the front bumper. I actually put these marks on it just so I can identify the areas that have been touched up. So that's the bumper area here on the front. There's a small little indentation here I had circled. As you can see, that was something I put there, and just so you could see it. But from a distance here, it doesn't seem to be as noticeable. The front bumper had been repainted. It appears this black texture piece has been repainted too, and a little bit of flake come off there on that. And this one hasn't been. Looks like they just painted the center one. The headlights look really good and clear. The hood's in excellent condition. Here's around the wheel area. Looks like some paint chips from rocks flying off the tire. Moving along to the black trim here, it looks like maybe somebody's shoe might have bumped into there coming in the doorway and knocked some of that finish off. Just a little bit on the trim. Here we have a small little ding. It's not very big. There's a small imperfection in the paint. Looks like maybe a rub mark right on the side. Had a couple more here on the back. This little piece might buff out. The vehicle's in sport mode right now, so you can hear the engine. There's a small scratch here. Engine's running, sounds good. Coming along the entryway, noticed a couple small dings in the metal here. A couple small little scratches. One ding there. And it looks like the seatbelt caught the sticker here. That's probably what happened. This is the driver's front wheel and tire. Tire made in 21. Looks like about 6/30 seconds. Still good and usable. Here's a look at the front brake pad. Looks really thick. Has a lot of life left. There's a tiny little imperfection right there on the wheel. And a little bit here on the outer ring. It looks like it may have been repaired or brushed on something. There's a little Here's the driver's side back wheel and tire. Tire made in 21. Looks around about 6 seconds. Still got a lot of usable tread. The wheel has just a little bit of rash on the side. Not very noticeable. Here's a look at the rear brake pad. Looks real thick. Got a lot of life. Here's the condition of the rotor. Has a little bit of surface rust on that area. Still looks usable. Noticing a little bit of rippling here. I believe that, you know, obviously this is a fast car. This happens when you go really fast and hit the brakes. Just a little bit of, you can see a little heat lines in it. Here's a look at the passenger rear wheel and tire. This one's made in 21. Noticing the tire has a little gash here on the sidewall. It doesn't seem to be leaking or anything. Alright, this one's right around 5 seconds. Still has usable tread. The tire having this gash here, would recommend getting a new one, but these are run flat tires. I believe you can use it for a while. The tire still looks usable, by the way. So there's the brake pad, real thick, got a lot of life. The rear rotor looks just like the other side. Okay, so right here I had circled the scratch. It is small and it's hard to see. I'm hoping that we can get in there with the camera, but so there's a tiny little scratch in the middle here. Okay, and it kind of comes across and it about goes from here to there, but it's really hard to see. So I just wanted to identify it real quick, let you know it's there. I'm gonna try to clean it off. All right, now I'm going to show you what it looks like without the mark there. It's not very easy to see. This is the passenger front wheel and tire. This tire is made in 22. Matches the rest. Right about 6 seconds, good and usable. There's a look at the front brakes. Still have a lot of life. Rotor looks good and usable. All right, moving on here. Just performed a readiness test. Right here, this shows that the vehicle has completed all those cycles here. So I believe that my scan data is going to be accurate. Right now it's showing no DTC, so there's no check engine light, none pending. Alright, so here is the scan. It's showing to have 39,043 miles. And it's pretty close, it's just a couple off. I'd say it's accurate. Alright, so here's a copy of the scan. And here we have some stored trouble codes, which there's a difference between stored and current. In this case, it shows that there is an exhaust flap malfunction stored, but it's not a current code. And so here we have some other ones, and we'll send a copy to the customer. This one's saying that the left front outer distance sensor had a malfunction. So that one is a current code. And there's some other stored codes which or something that could have been already addressed in the past, or something that isn't an issue anymore, but this vehicle will show history behind it. And there's some other stored code. Current one here happens to be the garage door opener, showing to have a malfunction. And there's another current code here. There's the B227B00. It's saying that the configuration was changed, and when I was speaking to the salesperson, he had acknowledged they changed the radio. So in that moment there, I believe, you know, of course you get codes for that, and they're showing up here too. And some of those are related to the radio being changed. See, there's some more speaker outputs. There is a code here for the mirrors. The mirrors showing that the heater's not functional. And of course here on moving down, these other systems are okay, and you could read those there. This vehicle has a lot of modules. 24, 25, 27, 28, 30, 32 modules in this vehicle. And I don't happen to see any codes that are going to give you any check engine light right here. Alright, so I'm going to start the vehicle, and when I do, it says that the service A0 overdue and low fuel level, so it's going to need those two items addressed right away. $17-mile range. Here's what the average MPG is on 165 miles. Vehicle has navigation. Screen looks nice and clear. The radio sounds good. No issue there. The buttons work. The steering wheel's in pretty nice condition. Has a little bit of wear on it. You can't hardly see it though. Looks like somebody was probably squeezing tight. The wheel's in good shape. Power outlet works. Backup camera works. Looks like a little blemish here on the center console. A little small little rub here. The engine's currently running. Sounds good. No abnormal noises. The hood covering's in nice condition. Alright, gonna perform a battery test. This here's looks like a pretty new battery. It's a Die-Hard Platinum. 850 cold cranking amps. Came in a little bit better than expected. I think the battery's pretty much brand new by the looks. And everything looks good there. Here's the brake fluid reservoir. Looks actually a little overflow. I'd probably pull out about 2 ounces there, but it's good condition. All right, the engine oil looks good and full. Don't see any leaks here from the top. Looks nice and clean. All right, so here I'm noticing that some of these areas here in the front end was taken off and reattached. But it looks in pretty good condition here. There's a little, you can see the little touch-up paint around the bolts, which they did a pretty good job. All the hardware is here, looks complete. Hood closes nice. All right, so here's what the underneath the vehicle looks like. I don't see any leaks under here so far. Looks dry. I see the factory catalytic converters. Everything looks normal here. No leaks here in the back. Looks all original. Everything looks good, normal. None of this here has been taken apart or removed in the back. It's like a small little piece of the plastic here might have bumped up on something, and the back cover looks good though. Everything's connected, all original. No leaks from what I can see.